Hello, we are here at the Star Bar at, I believe, 2137 Larimer. And we're at 72 feet. What we are looking at is the city main. This line was plugged up pretty bad. We ended up running a jetter through here to get the thing open, but it was cored up. It looked like concrete coming out of this pipe. So this is the city main that we're looking at right here. This is an old sewer line. We do have water running just because, a little offset there at 71 right before it ties into the city main. It's all clay tile, which is pretty good. Another offset there, 69 feet. I think this is where it was plugged up at. But you kind of see how the water is hitting these little bit of offsets and kind of popping out. And it kind of drops right there. We're working in the women's restroom, and you wouldn't think this was 72 feet long, but it is. It does make a couple turns. This is what's funny right here. At 60 feet, there's something else tying into this. I don't know what. I don't know from where. I'm not sure if it's from another restaurant or another building down the alleyway. But anyway, there's something there. You can see that. We have a little bit of cracking here on the right side of the pipe, but I don't think that was associating with that. There could be a possible break right there at 60 feet to the right of the screen, or that could be another tie-in. There's something going on right there, I can't tell. Minor low spot, but again we have water running, so so this is, then you have the tie-in about 52 feet. Again, we don't know where that's coming from. It's maybe from the neighbors, I don't know. But again, another tie-in, and who knows what it's for. Again, this is an old building down in Denver that's probably been here since the 1800s. See the flow of water is going down pretty good. And this thing was plugged I was about ready to give up on it. Because every time we jet it, we'd have to vacuum up the water out of the toilet stub, and it was gnarly and nasty, and we weren't making headways. We changed the nozzle head 3 different times before we finally got the one that worked for us. And we have another tie-in at 28 feet. Again, we don't know where that's coming from. And you tie in over to the left of the corner, that's from the outside toilet. And then we'll have another tie in to the right, the screen right here again. Go flush that toilet.
Yep.
And since that maybe is the middle of the other toilet on the other side of this wall. Nope. I'm not sure where that one's coming from either. It looks like it's got water coming in there. Might be a sink back there or something that's tying in. Right now we're underneath the building and we got clay tile, so whatever added onto this building, they didn't replace this tile. Should not have clay tile underneath the building. And I think that's the toilet next door, the men's tying in over there. A little spot here. Again, we are running water in the sink, but even with that being said, you see how much water is right here, and that doesn't help with these power flush toilets. So when you flush these power flush toilets, all they're doing is putting crap right into the pipe and it's not draining out. Here's our toilet stuff. We'll turn the water off for this. Water is turned off. As you can see how much water is in our toilet stuff. So whoever put this in there, they didn't do a good job because we are underwater. So this kind of contributes also to why this thing's backing up. One, not enough water is getting flushed out. The pipe seems to have a good flow. It is clay tile that actually kind of leaks water here and there. So your water leaks out and then your solid sits in the pipe. With these power flush toilets, it doesn't help because it just pushes the crap out, but it does not move it down the line. So last 4 feet of this is underwater. Where we're working at. In the bathroom, the women's room.